Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans right here on the YouTube and the Twitch and wherever you get your podcast audio worldwide, baby. Big show tonight. Glad we can get the whole crew in here and then some. We'll get to our guest in just a little bit, but first let me introduce our crew for tonight. Everybody's here. Stoked. We've got our own knockout. Alisha is in the house.
I'm here.
You're here.
I'm here. Present.
trying to talk you up,
If only I was that interesting.
Big shoe feel.
You are here. You are special. All right.
You're on the episode and on the review.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. I definitely saw you and Stefan on this one. Yes.
Stefan.
Why do I always say Stefan?
Because it's that Steve Urkel shit. Stefan. His alter ego.
Did
I do that?
Stefan.
Somewhere east of Yugoslavia. We also got a front row Bill in the house.
Hello.
I don't know what they're tripping on. Maybe they're watching the show.
The big party.
That's I've got my wife is in the kitchen just down the hallway, and our daughter Cassie and her boyfriend Matthew are here. So so they're hamming it up. So
they're having a good time.
Yep.
Ain't nothing but a good time, J-Ben.
Yeah, and don't get better than this. And speaking of that, we're going to have someone else join our good time right now. We got, the one, the only Dr. Gerbs. What is up, dude?
Dr. Gerbs. What's going on, y'all? Hi, everybody.
From out of the chat and into the show.
Yes.
It was good, y'all.
And he is here because he is representing something that we have talked about off and on in the chat, maybe possibly a new sponsor to the show. We'll have to see if we can work something out behind the scenes. But Dr. Gerbs, you're here to talk about some Mad Cat beard care today, right?
Yes, I am. Started by Josh Thornton of Upper City. I forget. It's somewhere in Ohio. I'm blanking. It's nerves at the moment.
Oh, don't be nervous, man. It's all good.
Not used to
hanging out,
but
we're just chilling.
But you started messing around with it in 2016. It became official business in 2019, and just this year he was actually able to make it his solo job.
Nice.
Oh, that's tremendous. So instead of just like a side thing that you're trying to like get going,
which is like
wow. So this has really gained some speed over the last handful of years.
Oh yeah. So he's been featured on multiple podcasts, including Blue Meanie's podcast, and even friend of the channel. Where do I have it? Who has his own scent called Catitude, the one, the only Vince Russo.
Oh, nice. Bro. Oh man, yeah. Our podcast does have some history with Vince Russo. It's all love.
Oh, very nice. Okay, all right. Little too much information for me, but that's okay.
Oh, there's a perfect example.
Yes.
Yes, that was when he was on with us.
Mm.
So love him or hate him, we love him. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's really
he's
cool.
partnered with over 40 different wrestlers, as well as a few local companies in the Findlay, Ohio area.
So as far as like distribution,
Yeah, and some have their own sense too, like Embassy Inc., the tattoo artist Brian, who is Josh's personal tattoo artist and friend for many years, has his own scent, an orange creamsicle one, and you can also get Mad Cat tattoo bomb at Embassy Inc. as well.
Oh, nice. So it's not all beard stuff. There's some other products.
There's body washes. There's body washes. There's beard washes.
Ooh.
Well, the body wash and beard wash are in the same. Soon there's going to be he's working on the line for a female line. So
there you go.
He's got some stuff lined up in the works and whatnot.
You can tell Alisha's like, all right, come on, where's the stuff for the ladies here?
It's fine. The stuff for my husband is equally as pertinent.
There you go.
Yeah, so
we'll have to get some stuff for Stefan. Or does he already use it?
We'll happen to see we'll see what Alisha chooses, but I believe I know which one of the products that was sent along that she will choose.
Is it serotonin scented? I'm kidding.
No, but it is one. But it is one of two of Crazy Steve's scents.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that looks awesome. Yes.
And then the other one that was sent along as well, a guy that y'all love to hate. It is called the most professional beard balm.
Oh,
most professional beard
care.
Brian Myers.
That's great.
Nice.
And then there's 4 beard balms that are there, and everything it can say is, except for one, is TNA related. That one is the one that's not. That is the scent of an old fashioned.
Oh, wow! So it's got kind of I don't drink much anymore, but that's like a brandy scent, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Then you have Brian Kendrick's Golden Glory.
Oh, geez.
Oh, Brian Kendrick. There's a name that we haven't heard in a while.
And you have Briscoe Apple Bourbon. I'm not sure which one that is.
Okay. Thank you for the bits.
And then
appreciate it.
And I'm just gonna say, and then one from Marty Skrull.
Oh, Marty Skrull, nice! Wow,
big in Mexico right now.
Well, and he's still doing stuff in his own home country, right?
Yes.
Over in the UK, I believe.
Yes, and Josh has also been featured on his podcast as well.
Okay, tremendous. Well,
yeah.
Every podcast is right.
I've got a bunch of stuff listed to work off of, but it's like I'm only going off of the little bits because I kind of want y'all to interview him. Or an idea that I possibly had for some time is do one of the barbecues and have him on to raise money for a cat rescue / nonprofit.
There you go.
Just ideas.
Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. We haven't done something like that in a while.
I
believe we were trying to raise money for Joe.
Yeah.
Weren't we, Bill? I
Yeah,
think?
yeah. That was one of the more recent ones.
Ran until 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. That was one of the long ones. We've had a few. We did some holiday themed ones in the past. We did the Joe one. I think we may have had one other for a cause at one of the points, but no, that's we're always down for that. The marathon, bring it back. You just have to find the right time. It is the summer of Trent, so you never know.
Oh, yeah.
And this part I must state, as I said to you, Bill, as when I gave you stuff, I am not an employee. I am merely an advocate.
There you go. He's an advocate.
Advocate.
Hey, and that's okay.
Oh, advocate. We got to get it right.
Advocate.
Advocate.
But you know what we say about that.
Wonderful.
Hey, he's got a good beard. He might need some help.
So let me ask you. You've mentioned a lot of the products. Bill has shown us the products, from the samples you gave him. What do you personally use / recommend? You have quite the beard yourself.
I it froze up there for a bit for me, but I don't really have an exact preference because I'm trying it all. But of course I've got to go. But I do have to say, got to be partial to Crazy Steve's sense, of course.
There you go.
Okay. What is that one reminiscent of? What is it?
Absterge. It should be there on the bottle.
Yes. Let's see. I'll give you the ingredients here.
There you go.
All natural ingredients.
All natural ingredients. So you got
good to hear.
argan oil, apricot kernel oil, vitamin E, jojoba oil, and essential oils. Shake well.
So the fact that it's got like apricot in there makes me think it's got a bit of a fruity smell to it.
Below the name.
Absurd smoky citrus musk.
Okay, smoky
citrus. You're right about the citrus. Little smoky, little musky.
Okay,
citrus.
So a hint of musk, a hint of a sweet fruit smell. That's awesome. That's really cool, man.
And then you've got decay.
There's the decay. Ooh.
Decay, which is smoked cedar wood and crisp Frester fir.
Mm.
Oh, fir, as in like a fir tree.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh, I think we got Alisha back.
I'm so sorry. My mic was in front of the. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I wasn't waiting long. I think she went back to sleep. Maybe.
Okay.
See, we're talking about the cats. We're talking about the dogs. It's the Furry Friends podcast.
That's a furry friend.
With some wrestling.
Yeah. And speaking of furry friends, you mentioned Dr. Gerbs that the owner, or however you want to say it, the guy who runs it, Josh, he works closely with cat rescues.
Yeah, yes, practically, I'd say most of the proceeds from the company, like other than what he doesn't need to use, those get donated.
Okay,
that's good. Nice. That's great.
Yeah, especially to a cause like that. I mean, I've got a few cats. We've had plenty of different animals on the podcast between this show and the UK show. The Joker, he has a few puppies that do guest spots on this show. Alisha has pets. Always on the show, whether it's a cat butt, sneaking in there or turtles in the background. That's awesome.
Puppers.
The turtles.
Yes. And the puppers. Yes.
There's one.
We got the puppers. Nice. All right. Well, that's about all I got questions for Bill or Alisha. I don't know if you got questions for Dr. Gerbs as far as the product goes.
Yeah, I just think all the scents sound really cool.
And there is also soon to be a collaboration with Rootless Coffee.
Ooh, okay. I love coffee. If that isn't obvious every show.
What the bag looks like.
Nice.
Same. That is cool.
Love that.
Love me some coffee.
I love coffee. I love cats. Yes. And scents. Beard scents.
Yes.
Very cool combination of products there. So
and hair.
And hair. Well, yeah, I'm a little follically challenged, but we'll work on the beard stuff.
There you go.
I just trimmed it down to almost nothing, but this is an old beard, so I could definitely use some tonics.
My husband's a beard guy, so he could definitely use a good nice balm or something. Help keep it fresh.
Yeah. Tell you to take the balm.
Yeah, tips.
It's like there's even a brewery in Findlay that he works with that the beard oil and beard balms are made from the hops of the place, and that is a summer shandy scent.
Nice. Love a good summer shandy.
Can't go wrong with that.
You can't go wrong with that.
And it is also carried at the Lavender Hour in Findlay, Ohio, soon with lavender scents and all that as well.
Lavender's good scent.
Stickers.
Oh, lavender's great, especially for pets.
Lavender's good scent too. I don't know if anybody knows this, but lavender helps keep spiders away.
Yes.
So like a lot of bed linen sprays are lavender because it helps keep them from crawling into your sheets.
Ooh.
Good bug repellent.
You don't want those guys in your sheets.
Yeah,
that's why you should make your bed.
Nothing more than 2 legs, right? I'll take my 4-legged friends. That's it. Beyond that, no, you're not welcome in the bed. All right. Well, you are more than welcome to stick around and talk some TNA with us, Dr. Gerbs, if you like.
Well, I have one more thing before all this part ends. Did want to do like a little promo, but we can figure something like that out anyway. But for the TNI fam, y'all can be advocates as well. Go to madcatbeardcare.com and use the promo code advocate15 for 15% off your order.
There you
go.
Be an advocate. Get your 15% off now. Approved by TNI and the good Dr. Gerbs.
I'm assuming it's advocate without the E.
Advocate, yes.
Yes.
Advocate.
I love the cat theme. I'm really into that.
Same here. That's one of the reasons why I love this company so much.
And say the name. What's the website again?
Mad Cat Beard Care.
Mad Cat Beard Care. Beardcare.com.
And as we're talking about cats, the dogs don't like it. Cats and dogs running amok. They don't like it. They hear about these cats getting all the glory.
All right, I have got it written down. I will be putting it in the description of the video as soon as the show ends. But that is Advocate,
J-Bone.
Advocate for 15% off. That's
15.
awesome.
Advocate 15. Don't forget the number 15 after Advocate.
Yeah.
Oh, Advocate
15
for 15.
That's a 1-5er, Jared J-Bone.
I got it. I'm not a math guy, but we're good. You're
going to get this.
All right. We'll have Alisha back here in just a little bit. All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Gerbs. That is awesome. We're very excited to test out these products as soon as Bill can hand out some samples.
Definitely can't wait to see what everybody ends up choosing.
Yeah, very excited. I'm kind of up for like anything.
Oh, doggies.
We'll check out the beard stuff, and we'll see what Bill's all got. So,
and then when the pictures and send them to Josh of Madcap Beard Care.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Because we're just joined the was it the Facebook page? I believe it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, and if you are on Facebook, join the Madcap Beard Care Crew page. And the people that are a part of the crew page have exclusive scents that are only available to us.
Oh, nice.
There's a special password that is given out to type in on the site that will show all people that are members of the crew, everything that's able to be ordered, including the exclusive scents.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Very nice.
So Facebook, Madcat Beard Care Crew. Check it out.
Get on that Facebook page for all the cool stuff.
I think the dogs won in.
What the hell is going on here tonight?
Yeah,
they want some of them scents.
They are uber excited. They want the crazy Steve one.
It's freaking me out. She's barking like someone's here, but no one's here.
Oh.
Only the TNI fam.
Yes. Yeah. Just let her know that we're all here and we'll be safe. I don't know. Sounded good. All right.
There you go.
Shall we talk some Slammiversary? Let's talk some from tonight.
We got a card.
We got a hell of a card. They have some added matches that they added throughout the show tonight. And we'll go through the full card at the end and give our thoughts on the matches. But yeah, let's dive into this episode. This is loaded. We first start out here. We're starting out hot. We got the Samanagans from NXT.
Well, don't forget, this is the July 18th edition of Impact on Access TV, J.
It is.
Live.
2 days.
From the wrestling mecca, the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, PA.
Philadelphia.
Just to make sure.
Yes.
Got to set the stage, J-Bone.
I'm sorry. Yes. This was
this was the hot crowd. Sorry about these other cities recently. This is what a real crowd sounds like.
Oh.
When not edited.
Bring it. Know that.
Yeah. From what it sounds like, it was edited.
A little bit.
Oh, just a little bit.
That Philly crowd was very vocal,
especially at me.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And where's all our serotonin?
Anyway.
Dr. Gerbs was not a favorite in the crowd that night. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I come from Trenton. Philly don't like my people anyway.
It's brotherly love. We love everybody.
Not for Trenton, Philly don't.
All right, so we got No Quarter Catch Crew, which is Charlie Dempsey, Myles Borne, and was it Tavion Heights, I believe, versus the Rascals, and Dr. KUSHIDA is joining them. So 2/3 of the Rascals. We got Zachary, Wentz, and Trey, Miguel. This one, a tad bit predictable, because I really felt like if you're going to stretch this into Slammiversary, there's got to be some kind of shenanigans that happens during this match, which we did. We did get to some. But what did you guys think of this? Let's start out with Bill.
I'm with you, J-Bone, although that is part of the relationship we've seen here, the partnership. Is a lot of shenanigans from the get-go with Jordan. Like, usually that's how the storyline's progressing. People getting involved in matches, other people getting involved, and they're kind of getting in the next week or on the other show. But then usually there's a clean bout. But that's what this set up. Because they went down there, had kind of the Rascals reunion, and we'll get into it, but we know we're getting a Rascals reunion as well. We even got a Treehouse reunion we'll talk about, but we get a Rascals reunion at Slammiversary. Wes Lee is back in TNA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's very exciting. I was not expecting that. Well, I kind of was, but I didn't, you're not sure how it's all going to line up on the show. Because you didn't hear stuff online like, oh, so-and-so was at the show or so-and-so wasn't there live. Well, see, that's the one good thing about tapings from TNA is they could do whatever they want behind the scenes and no one's gonna be any the wiser.
Yeah, we
had no idea.
You have J-Bone. It's you and 3 people that attended the tapings. And we don't know half of what was on the show tonight.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. And Gresham. Now this kind of like sidewinds into another rivalry, which I like how they did this because they got KUSHIDA in this match, but then Gresham distracts KUSHIDA and gets KUSHIDA to follow him, out of the match. It's like, now the only thing is I don't think we got a follow-up to that later in the episode, did we? If we did, I missed it.
Well, we got a match announced, though.
We got a match announcement, but we didn't get like he attacked him backstage or something.
No follow-up in the episode. The match will be the follow-up. It wouldn't shock me if maybe we get something on the socials in the next day or two, maybe as a follow-up.
Right, because they do website exclusives like, this happened backstage or whatever. So KUSHIDA takes off, leaving the Rascals outnumbered, which of course didn't help them at all, which they pinned Zachary Wentz in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3.
And let's not forget, KUSHIDA does have an NXT connection for future reference. He was on the NXT roster previously.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't shock me if he gets more involved again.
I'd like that. It wouldn't be with any time splitters, I don't think. But
we were talking a lot about that on Tuesday.
Maybe. You never know.
Yeah, it's interesting. And that's one thing I talked about, something that could happen with the Motor City Machine Guns is if they show up at Slammiversary, but they show up under the umbrella of WWE attacking TNA. I think that'd be a hell of a storyline to do. But we'll see. We'll see. It would it definitely turn some heads and get some TNA fans talking.
We can't hide really what's being said out there, J-Bone. Like I was saying it on Tuesday when we did our news break. but like Jordan Grace is out there saying stuff like some of the biggest surprises you'll see will be at Slammiversary. Like there's like it was on the down low, like whisper down the lane, like watch out, Slammiversary is gonna like blow your mind. But now they're starting to really put it out there with the press conference they did earlier tonight. I think you're going to see that the next couple days to really kind of hit that. So I think you have a chance at NXT, WWE, maybe TNA returns. Like there's going to be a couple big names that people probably aren't really even talking about. But I think obviously the Machine Guns for sure, because that seems to be where they're heading. It's just, are they going to be main roster or NXT? But they could still show up regardless.
Either way,
no matter where they're going to wind up. So,
now,
but,
did you watch who here in our panel watched the press conference? Because I didn't have time to this afternoon.
I don't have time for press conferences.
No, okay. All right, so Bill did. All right, so is there any points that you want to discuss quickly from the press conference that was made? I believe there was something about the knockouts match also done.
Yeah, that's where they confirmed that knockout 4-way match. So like that was announced there. Obviously, they had all the big players, Joe Hendry. There was almost some references made to maybe even him against Cena. But there was, but once again, it was that whole like just how big this show is, and some of the images right now obviously are out there on the initial setup. It wasn't completely set up yet. As Courtney saying here, Joe wants to face John Cena if he wins the TNA championship. So,
wow.
Couple, they were kind of a couple of the main takeaways, but it was cool there. They had like fans in there too, so it was good to see. Once again, kudos to the whole team. PCO, obviously, a big one there that they were able to sell this out, that facility for pay-per-view. Like that they're going to have upwards of close to 4,000 people. That's a heck of an achievement.
Amazing. That's the biggest crowd that they've had since just before the pandemic happened. Because we saw about $3,000 in Chicago.
Yeah, I think it's passing that number. And then before that, you're going to have to really go a ways back, like when they were doing like tapings. Yeah, maybe that, or maybe a couple like the big Bound for Glory ones, like when they were traveling around the country back in like the late 2000s, early 2010s.
Yeah. So, but yeah, awesome to see the Rascals. It's the next segment we get here is the Rascals in the tree.
Oh, here we go. And there's Mayor locked in.
Yeah, let everybody talk about the match, bro. Before you move on to the next segment.
I'm sorry.
So, 2 extra people on the panel, bro.
We still got Rascals.
I just want to say that in regards to the crowd reaction to this match, in the start, there were, as you could see, there were NXT chants, but I want to make it known that TNA chants and Rascals chants, and people were starting to really heavily boo the NXT guys towards the end of the match, and as they went out, they got a lot of crowd heat. They did not show that in the show tonight, and I'm baffled.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I missed a lot of the show because I was at work, so I have to go back and rewatch it. But I caught what I could.
Were you were there?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I know.
You got there late.
The difference between actually being there and the editing and everything, you know.
Oh, right. Okay, I see what you're saying is that you didn't get to watch the televised version of it.
Yeah, like as Alicia's saying, other than like the initial, not the normal guys on the roster.
NXT.
These guys are on NXT Pop, which not the whole crowd had, but a good segment.
A good chant.
But as the match that went on, definitely because remember, Rascals going into these tapings, full blown heels.
But not anymore.
They're now Team TNA. They're Team TNA. They're repping the brand. So as the match goes on, the crowd's like, they're our guys. They're our boys. So, and the crowd reciprocated that. But as you've been seeing with NXT down in Florida, and it being heavily TNA positive in these matchups, there might be some creative editing. I will not deny that, to not make it look like it's all TNA, especially on like the other brand. Because like I can't now. Once again, when you're talking 4,000 people, I don't know what the chants are going to be. They could go in any direction. Like they might chant for who knows what. Timbits.
Canada.
I'm chanting for Timbits. That's what I'm chanting for. I don't know what's going to happen.
We'll find out in a couple nights, right?
Yeah. But I just wanted to point that out.
Yes. No, that's great. Thank you.
If the TNI crowd or the TNA crowd was very strong for the Rascals and Kushida, and especially it doesn't hurt that Grisham threw in the monkey wrench that kind of gave the NXT boys a little bit of a dirty win there. So they had a lot of heat, and I was a little baffled by the choice to
Rascally
not show that. They cut like quick after that match too, and I'm pretty sure the whole crowd was booing them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, the stuff with Gresham like kind of felt like if you blinked, you missed it. It didn't seem like he was there very long to do much.
Well, it was enough to get Kushida out of the picture, and that's when it got more noticeable.
Oh, right. Which also it's twofold for this match. It gives No Quarter Catch Crew a win, and it also expands the rivalry between Jonathan Gresham and Kushida. So and we'll get to the whole card at the end of the show, but it does lead to some kind of match between Kushida and Gresham. I'm not just not sure if there's any gimmicks or anything. We'll have to check out the full card.
Yeah, I don't think there's a gimmick, but do want to give a shout out, J-Bone, because as we've been seeing these last couple weeks, some of the NXT faithful have been coming on board the TNI train to check in with us, and want to welcome another new member in the chat here.
He was in the live reaction as well.
Yeah, hi guys. I'm an NXT fan and must admit that I am hoping that some of the surprises for Slammiversary is the bigger names from NXT, unlike we've seen already, because TNA is bringing their best to the PC. And I think that is what you'll see. Like, I think you'll see, like, who knows? Like maybe Trick, maybe like that Roxanne Perez again. Who knows? Like I think you'll see some top, but I think you might even see WWE names. I think it's at that level right now. So as they're building this, I think they've done it right. Like, not to go, like, you don't want to go too heavy. I know there's been a lot of comparison because I think interviewers want to take it that way. Like I know there was a Moose interview where he was asked about the relationship, like almost in comparison to the AEW partnership and how this one's much better.
Was a headline.
And then I think Reddit went completely nuts or something about Kenny Omega and AEW, like how we gave them our best champion, but then he wouldn't drop the title. And once again, I don't blame Kenny for that. That's above Kenny.
He's put in a situation and he's got to do the best with it.
And the crazy thing of all that, the best Kenny was during that time period was on Impact at the time. He was better there than he was in AEW.
It was before he got all banged up. Yeah. So I mean, it was special. It was special. It just,
But once again, I think people making comment like it's pretty easy to see. Now, once again, they're not going like, as the comment was just there, like they're not riding high all their top champions coming in and just squashing people. They're mixing it around and they're trading victories. That's a partnership. That's how it should be.
You can't do everything at once. You can't have
it's
five different guys. Right.
Slow.
It's breadcrumbs.
But look at how much coverage Jordan Grace and Joe Hendry and now the Rascals have had on their programming.
Right.
A ton. That kind of advertising, you can put a number on that. That's a huge number.
Right. Yeah, especially the crowd response from NXT. That's been nothing but pops.
Well, that's the benefit of them being set up there in Florida, because that is still an old TNA stronghold. And a lot of those people I've known, I've seen them down there, are old Impact Zone people. So that's great to see.
Okay. All right. So now the next segment we're talking about, of course, is the Treehouse. What did and I was really hoping for this, but when all of a sudden it happened right after the commercial break, I was shocked. I was like, "Oh my god!"
By surprise.
Yeah, it really did. It was out of nowhere, and Wes Lee was a part of it, and it was, man, it's just I love these guys. They're so goofy, and they made it feel just like it was, watching a segment from that 70s show.
That was like what it was originally based off. It was them sitting around the round table in the smoky room.
Oh, it was.
It was iconic.
It was the confusion with Wesley's name, which I thought was the best part of it. Is he here? What do we call him? And Wes is like, what? It's me. And I couldn't even remember what his classic TNA name was. And that was
I couldn't either.
He'll always be
Xavier, J-Bone. Come on.
Desmond Xavier. Yeah. Well, it's been so long, 4
years. It's not that long.
Come on, J-Bone.
Well,
I think it's different for me and Bill, because we saw them in their beginnings at CZW and stuff. So.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's a different fan base, like how long you've seen them. And when they went to TNA, I wasn't watching TNA. I mean, I was still rooting. You
mean NXT?
Or NXT? Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
When they went to NXT, I wasn't watching. I'd see clips and stuff and be like, "Oh, they just took the tag titles. That's awesome." I was still rooting for them. I just wasn't watching on a regular basis. Now I've got a reason to watch big time, because number one, their roster is popping, and with this partnership they got going on now, you never know what's going to happen. So it's a very exciting time. Very exciting time. But yeah, they even had some old school shenanigans in the treehouse at the end there. Of course, they put the hand over, like, oh no, Wes is a good boy while he was over here in TNA. He wasn't doing nothing. Oh, just the good old boys. All right. Next, we've got Zia Brookside in a match with Alisha Edwards. Very interesting that, this is going into Slammiversary. It's 2 days away. Mm-hmm. And kind of just, and I know I preach this all the time, never assume, and there I go, kicking myself again, because I'm assuming this is just a tune-up match for Alisha Edwards going into Slammiversary facing Spitfire.
That's what you would think.
But what did we get here, guys?
Alisha, what did you think about this one?
This is right. Lish versus Zia, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was I surprised by the help? No, because they're the Powerpuff Girls. If you know what I'm talking about, you know that their color schemes is basically the Powerpuff Girls. The red, green, and blue. So you got Zia is buffalo.
What?
as Bubbles. Jody is Blossom, and then what's the third one called?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I'm a little late on my lore, but the third one,
Who knew you were coming here for
Buttercup. It's Buttercup.
There you go. Some Powerpuff knowledge.
Yeah. Well, I was the targeted demographic at the era that show came out.
Am I crazy? Did I just hear like the Cartoon Network just like die or something?
I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Oh no.
I feel there might be a sad end to.
It's like network television is basically at its sword's edge anyway. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
There's a lot of competition out there. All the streaming services over the last decade just doing crazy numbers. Yeah. Crazy.
It's too much. But yeah, so if you listened closely to the crowd in this match, you would hear me being the only person cheering for Lish.
Oh, I was cheering for Lish. Don't deny my cheers for Lish.
Oh, well, yeah. So our section would be the only, and everyone around us was like, "Why are you cheering for her?" It's like she's a heel. It's like, no, it's you don't understand. It's a thing. It's
hardcore.
It's respect.
I got you, yell, big boss.
All right, I'm getting my answers from the chat. I appreciate it. Antonio letting me know Zaslav is cheap. Always good to know. The guy that runs WB. And then Kill Steel. I think this is probably what I heard. They stopped using the CN Studios. Warner Brothers Discovery Animation is taken over. So it might still exist, but more as Warner Brothers Discovery Animation.
So just got absorbed.
Shelf projects.
Warner Brothers just axed like 1,000 people.
They make a lot of movies that they never end up showing.
Write-offs.
Yeah.
Axe write-offs.
Allegedly.
Crazy.
One day we will stop doing the podcast, J-Bone, and we'll take a tax write-off.
That's right.
Hypothetically, mom absolutely loves Spitfire. I'm sad that the dude from Rancid wasn't there because she's a big Rancid fan as well.
Lars.
It's like my fiance passed away. His mom and her boyfriend, they're normally WWE fans, but I brought them to both the TNA tapings that I was at, both last time and this time around. At least for live events, I've got them hooked.
That's what's up.
That's what you need. That's what you need.
Well, they had fun.
Go to a show.
Oh yeah.
Watch it on TV. You get hooked.
Hopefully
I learned the hard way.
Again.
I learned the hard way. Apparently, I only bring newbies to death matches.
Very far around, so
nice.
No repeat returns.
Yeah. You bring a newbie to like an XPW show, you might not get him to come back.
Did, and they were like, "Wow, that was a lot."
It's like, what's this?
Well, it probably getting pelted with light tube glass that did it, but yeah. I don't know.
If you're gonna bring a newbie, but you probably, I'm sure you were more closer to the back.
No,
like I would never. You went up front for a newbie.
No, we were in the second row, but at the Heart Ballroom, it's really it's like close. 3 rows. Everything's closed, so even if you're in the balcony, you're still getting pelted with stuff.
Jeez.
But yeah, so I did buy a Spitfire shirt tonight to get back on topic. I bought a Spitfire shirt, and that was cool.
Kid show.
Well, hopefully your track record in buying shirts.
Shit. No, I don't think it'll work this time because I really do believe that the curse. I believe that they're going to be adding Zia to this group.
Oh.
So I mean, you think about it. They got the little punk look. She's got the cutesy little punk look, and it all makes sense. They all wear the plaid.
Because Zia's got to be involved now.
is her plus Simple Plan, and all of them is her entrance music. So
yeah, well, you call them the power punk girls.
Ooh.
I don't know, but I just think that's going to happen. I could be totally wrong.
I picture a
wouldn't be surprised.
new animated T-shirt for all three.
Oh,
But
there
now
you go.
here's my big question coming out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Does she, because she pinned a tag team, Knockouts tag team title holder, in a sense, she should get a shot if maybe she can find a tag team partner.
That's what I thought, but now I think I'm leaning more towards Alicia's idea.
Power trio.
Oh, okay.
Because now, unless, who knows, does she team with someone from NXT? A little combined action? Because who's on the roster for her to team with? We went over this the other week. It's like, who's on the roster that's not associated with somebody?
What if Steph comes back as a surprise?
Well, that's who I said. Steph is the only possibility, but she's getting married.
Dude, what?
Wasn't she a part of NXT UK or one of the NXTs?
She was.
Zia?
So
yeah, Zia was NXT UK.
Is she who's getting married?
Oh yeah.
You
weren't here on Tuesday.
No, listen.
Oh, yeah.
That was surprise news to me too.
Steph DeLander and PCO are getting married.
Like in real life?
Well, no. Well, in
storyline.
TNA.
But they only went on one date. What? How?
Hey, monster love at first sight's real.
Listen,
this is wrestling.
Listen,
but it is. PCO advertised the wedding himself at the Fallout tapings this Sunday, when they'll air sometime before the end of the month. But you never know what's going to happen at a wrestling wedding.
I mean, Matt Cardona's good for showing up at those.
Well, Matt Cardona, I think you could possibly see. It feels like it's about time for
I don't know.
One of Matt's brethren as well.
What's that?
He's Cardona's one of the Madcap Beard Care brethren as well. Him and Myers.
I'm not surprised.
And quite a few others.
He's a beardsman.
There you go.
I gotta say, there's wrestling's a beard man sport. There's a lot of fancy beards in wrestling.
Indeed,
beards and goatees and mustaches and.
Well, the mustache.
Yes, the mustache. All right, so we'll have to wait and see how this all plays out at Slammiversary, but congrats to Zia Brookside on that win. That was cool.
Big win.
Yeah, we also got some a good time, we'll call it, shenanigans in the latter part of the match where Spitfire came out and got Masha. So, little revenge there. Next we got a very good promo from Mike Santana, because he's in a match later with JDC, I believe. Yes. Getting all fired up for that. We've got footage of Speedball attacking Mustafa Ali in his limo as he's arriving in Philly.
Oh, he's heated. He's a mad ball.
This is a different. I said this in the live reaction. I said,
do I have a mad ball near me?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Speedball like this ever. I mean, we've seen him passionate about matches, the X division, but this is a different side. I mean, he is pissed.
Speedball does not think they're friends.
Oh, he doesn't.
Oh,
it is not. But he's usually friendly to everybody, Alisha.
I thought we were friends.
No, not anymore. Not with this guy.
He's more like a Monsieur Baguette.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
It's Samanagan. That's Samanagan. So, But yeah, this was very entertaining watching Speedball go through all this. So he's in the ring and he's trying to call out. He's trying to call out Ali, and Ali's like, "No, you can have these other guys first. You're not going to get to me right now. No, thank you. Good night." So poor Speedball
It's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
We need the
That's
soundbite for that. We get the Secret Service Gauntlet match out of nowhere. I was like, I'm writing this down. I'm like, what the hell is this? Secret Service Gauntlet match. So Speedball had to go through all the men in black, as I like to call them.
Oh.
And then some.
Cue your Will Smith music.
Yeah. Right? Big Willie style. Sorry. That was kind of weird. Anyways. What did you guys think about the Gauntlet match?
Agent A through X.
Yeah, I was going to say, being there from the get-go, I kept wanting to be like, it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. And it was. This is fun, though.
Yeah, I think Bravo might have been under one of those, one of the helmets.
Oh,
I saw him wandering around in the crowd.
Could be.
Alpha.
Oh, the Alpha, yeah.
Alpha Bravo. We haven't seen him in a while.
Well, not since the Dirty Dingo gimmick dropped.
Right. Now he's JDC. He's part of the system. So, yeah.
He'll always be Dirty D to me.
He's the dirtiest of the D's.
That sounded like a classic movie line. He'll always be a dirty D to me.
He'll always be Dirty D to me.
Let's get weird.
And the Oscar goes to Alisha.
Hey, but Alisha, you can bring this shirt back.
Oh, I could. It's not here, though. It's at home. Just imagine me holding up a weird creeper van shirt.
There you go. But now the van's got to have the system on the side of it.
Yeah.
So Bailey versus the 4 Secret Service guys, and then he gets beat down from Ali out of nowhere because it looked like there was another tag team coming in, but one of them was Ali.
Don't forget Campaign Singh. He also beat before.
Oh, he also beat Campaign Singh. I apologize, Campaign.
We can't forget Campaign Singh.
Oh gosh, no. Jiminy Christmas.
That somehow one of our favorites, Shira, is not being utilized in this is just an outrage.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. He's been having some troubles. Like I keep hearing about him coming back, and then he comes back for a little bit, and then he's out with another injury and stuff. It seems like he's had just a bad luck. I don't know.
Hopefully, he can turn that around.
Yeah, he's still on the roster page, so he's.
Oh yeah.
We'll see. I feel like Slammiversary is going to bring some luck to, one of the sides of this, either Speedball or Ali. I got a feeling Ali's got some other Secret Servicemen in the waiting. Let's see. We get the TNA tag team titles on the line. We're halfway through the show. Matt and Jeff Hardy. Is it weird that they're calling them Matt and Jeff Hardy? But I said this on the live reaction. I got a feeling they don't have the rights to call them the Hardy Boys.
That might be the case.
Yeah.
But I don't think they really ever called them the Hardy Boys in TNA. That was always a WWF thing.
It was a different gimmick. Yeah. This is
other than
this
the
is
music going everywhere.
The broken universe. Yeah. Versus the tag team champions, the System, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards holding the titles. This match was a lot of fun, but of course we got some shenanigans in this one too. But what did you guys? Am I thinking of the right? I'm thinking of the right thing here. I didn't write it down. Some of my notes were just bad tonight. I apologize. So if I missed something, just please, fire the host.
You're out of here.
Oh yeah, see, look at this. Mayor's already got Bone Man. You forgot Ali and Santino face to face. Okay, well,
you were getting there, but I had to stop you because you didn't give Campaign Singh his recognition.
Right.
But
so what he's talking about is Ali tried to pin him in the ring. The ref is like, okay, whatever, 1, 2, 3. And Ali says, okay, so this happened, so we don't have to do the Slammiversary. And Santino's like, you son of a gun. Yes, we are doing the Slammiversary match. You still have to face a Speedball, a Machiavelli.
And Ali told him, oh, whatever happens to him is on you. And then there was that stare down.
Yeah.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
He tapped him with the baseball bat, which just, it's like, ooh, yeah. That's why I said it feels like Ali's got something else lined up. All right, Dr. Gerbs, he's showing off the gold here. What do you got?
So both that I put together. It's like there's my TNA centric one, which has Delirious Lime, then Good Hand Gunsmoke.
Oh, okay.
And then Josh Alexander. He has 2 of them. He's got Northern Apple Crisp and C4 Orange Spiked.
He's getting those plugs in there.
J-Bone's always interested in plugs.
And other belt. Other belt, we have Mr. Anderson.
Oh, there you go.
Blast from the past.
Is he also part of this Mad Cat? Oh,
There's a lot.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm starting to see the trend here.
you know where he's from, J-Bone.
And Blue Meanie.
He's from my neck of the woods in Wisconsin. Although I think he has a school right on the other side of the border in Minnesota now, which I forget.
And then I also forgot to make mention that they have hats, T-shirts, and hoodies. But my hoodie's all the way.
Let me see that T-shirt
across the room, hanging up in my fucking closet. So. FNBC.
Oh, that is cool. I like that design. Very, very ECW-ish.
There's a BWO version as well. There's a couple different shirts.
Oh, tremendous.
Yes.
And that's all on the website.
The shirts are on a separate site, but there's a link to the site where the shirts are on the website itself.
You can find your way. Navigate.
Okay.
Navigate your way there.
Advocate 15 for 15% off at madcatbeercare.com. There you go. Okay. Beautiful. Love the belts.
But you know what was beautiful, J-Bone? This tag team match with the Hardys
and
the Champs.
And then it's like I'd also put one made a belt for Jet that I'd given to Jade to give to her. It was all of Josh's Mad Cat stuff on the Winged Eagle belt, and I gave
cool.
I gave that to Jade to give to Jet to play around with, because the first round of tapings back in April, I actually met him in the crowd.
Oh, nice.
And he liked my belts, so like he pointed to the sticker of Josh and said it was like, that's my dad. And I looked down, I'm like, oh shit, it's Jet.
That's awesome.
It was.
That's very nice of you. That's very cool. But yeah,
gotta spread the love.
Got to. It's all about the TNA love, TNA fam. But yeah, this match, I tell you, it was really great to see Matt and Jeff back together. Jeff looks healthy, in my opinion. I know Dr. Gerbs has his own.
I'll keep my comments to myself, because I'll be nice for the sake of the podcast.
I don't want. Well, no. I mean, if you're not a fan, I mean, that's the great thing about
how I can be.
We all have our favorite, and it's okay, man. If you're not a fan, if you were rooting for the system here, it's all good. It'll be the last time you're on here, but it's all.
There's also semi-personal reasons why I don't like him, but that's connected to business from a personal friend of mine that has to do with him. Okay. So yeah, that's one of the reason why I don't like him.
There's a bigger picture to this. Okay, I got you. I got you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a bigger picture on why I don't like him.
Yeah. And and there's nothing wrong with that. It's, it's like some people like Tessa Blanchard, some people still don't like her. It's, it's a horse apiece. It's all good.
Mm.
But what did you think about the match?
It was a phenomenal match. I enjoyed it, and especially when JDC came out pushing Jeff off, I just started cheering, "Thank you, Dango."
But then he got DQ.
It was great. But Jeff got pushed.
The system lost, though. The system lost.
Jeff,
And poor Rebby. Queen Rebecca.
And what? Okay, so yeah, let's talk about this. So, so Matt gets informed while he's dealing with his brother being injured. He gets informed from from security or someone, a ref or something, that Rebby was attacked, and so he runs to the back. And she's on the ground. She's hurt. She's grabbed it. She's got her leg or her ankle or whatever she's got. And she said that JDC did it.
JDC.
I think she's lying.
You know what? That's what a few of the people in the live reaction chat said. They said there's something's weird about this.
Yeah. No.
Like I can get the system doing something towards her because it's House Hardy, but I'd expect it to be Masha or Lish, not Curtis.
Welcome back.
We'll see.
Welcome back, Alisha.
or maybe not.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it might be a freeze frame. Freeze frame.
It's-
Yeah,
Let me not get the demonetization and
oh no. the battery died.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get her back on here because I want to get her opinion on this attack too. Bo, what'd you think, Bill?
Oh no, I obviously we're seeing like we know what will wind up happening for Slammiversary for Matt now, but there was going to be a write-off of some kind going into Slammiversary being in Canada. So
Right.
So we knew there was going to be something. We just didn't know what. So not a shock with Jeff, the injury angle. But yeah, the stuff with Queen Rebecca. Well, that's obviously now setting the stage for the match. He has a reason to now go after the artist formerly known as Dango.
Right. Right. Then that turns into the Slammiversary match. So it makes sense. It all pieces together. It's like, okay, Matt's out. There's no Matt and Jeff Hardy match at Slammiversary. Matt's got a match. And the people in the chat, and I said, no, it wasn't Tessa Aaron Jack.
Hey, who knows?
Hey, maybe she returns. Who knows? It's going to be a big night. A lot of possibilities.
Big shoe.
But I was saying that possibly there would be a chance of an actual Hardy compound match for the tag titles, like a cinematic match during Slammiversary. And I'm like, that's a big possibility.
They could have went with that, but obviously now it doesn't look like that. But that they could have went that direction. That was because they have a win now, so they should be getting a tag title shot. That's kind of a few of these results have thrown that. You had the stuff earlier with Zia and the knockouts tags. Now you have the Hardys. They won by DQ, so that's a little more of a gray area than pinning them in a non-tag match, tag title match. So back burner that.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have to like time it out with the tapings and do it when they're not going to be leaving the country for a while, depending on storylines and championships and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it is a shame that Jeff can't be there. I'm a big fan of his. I've always been a big fan of his. Like I always felt like Jeff had it in him to like really clean up and get a decent run. And I'm really hoping and praying that this is it, you know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so he gets written off. Tommy, yes, thank you, Mayor. Tommy Dreamer is the one that tells Matt that Rebby is all banged up in the back. So next we got a Tom Hannafin in a interview with Knockouts champion Jordan Grace, and this was this was good because this really it covered a lot of, how do I say this? It covered a lot of content in the last, say, like 6 months of Jordan Grace, like everything that she's been through, the appearances with WWE, the appearances with NXT, all the different championship defenses on other shows, on TNA, and now leading up to her defense with Ash by Elegance.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard various opinions on this. Some people are really excited for this. Some people are like, I'm not feeling it. What do you guys think? I want to get your opinions.
Well, before that, it was so short, J-Bone. Mayor is bringing up the Mike Santana JDC match because it was technically a win for JDC by DQ, but it was because Santana was so angry.
Yeah.
Oh, it all like, yeah. Well, wasn't that after the interview?
It did go through pretty fast. Yeah. Just
okay. I must have missed writing that down. I apologize.
It happens.
But it happened.
He was busy reacting tonight. He was a busy reactor.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It was a loaded show. It was very
unlike those other reactors. The Bowman don't take a night off.
It was very emotional.
He was so excited for Tom Hannafin.
Right. And so JDC gets a match with Matt Hardy. I don't remember if Mike Santana gets one. I think he does. I got to double check the card. We'll do that at the end. Okay.
Mike Santana does have a match. He will be.
I kind of thought he did. Yeah. But okay. So now with the Jordan Grace interview, it really, she's been on a hell of a journey this last 6-7 months. What'd you guys think of like them showing all the different highlights?
Oh yeah, it was. It was great to get everyone caught up because obviously we're watching every week, but with the NXT crossover and all, not everybody's as familiar with what's going on weekly with Jordan,
right? And
this is the time they've obviously had the crossover with Ash, and especially that Ash hasn't been on TV these last couple weeks. They definitely needed to remind us of some things. So, no, I thought it was a good way to do it. And Tom's always a pro. And usually when Tom does the sit down, that's usually a sign of a major push. We already know Jordan's getting a major push, but I think, especially since Jordan's been the one talking about surprises, you're going to get a surprise in this match. Now, could that be the end result being a surprise? Yes, it could be.
Ooh.
But somebody's showing up during or after this match, 100%.
Yeah, as far as Jordan winning or not, that one's really hard for me to think about her actually losing to Ash.
Yeah.
But
the odds are on what they in her favor.
I think so, but it depends on what they want to do.
Shenanigans,
picture-wise. Yeah, shenanigans, surprises, whatever. We'll get to that when we go over the card and such. But yeah, nonetheless, super excited. Dr. Gerbs, are you excited for the Knockouts title match?
Oh yes, I'm not going to be able to see the pay-per-view, unfortunately, because I've only got the regular $9.95 a month package. So,
okay.
But I'll definitely be in the chat for the review.
Hey, watch the clips on. Watch the clips. There'll be people sharing clips all over social media. So there's ways. We'll get you. We'll get you a link for something. So, Kill Steel says Jordan beats Ash Goldberg style and asks for a real competition. Oh my God. And boom, Natalya debuts. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's quite the insult to Ash. I thought, well, everyone's got their own opinion, so that's fine. But yeah, I think Natalya showing up in Canada. Well, see now, yeah, okay. So there is that discussion that Natalya has re-signed with the WWE. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind, though, that during those contract discussions that Natalya wants to – she's been talking about this online for months now.
Yeah, that makes it more likely because she was never going to sign with TNA. That doesn't really make sense. But
I mean, she's been with WWE long enough. I think she could have signed with TNA. I think there's a good chance of that. she could have done a run like Naomi did, 6 months to a year or
She
something.
could,
like
but
that.
I think that was just management issues at the time why she wasn't there. It doesn't seem like management ever soured on Natalya. I don't think that was ever.
That seemed to happen with a lot of the contracts over there before the deals.
Well, and there were people that were dealing with contracts that got let go within the last year too. That's why some contracts have gone the way they have. So, if someone's working on it and they get let go, it's out of their hands. It gets pushed to someone else then down the road.
Yeah.
So, it's wrestling now, unfortunately. So then we get a clip here of the concierge talking to Ash about all the different things, getting ready for the Slammiversary weekend and travel and all this stuff. And behind him, I absolutely love how this was shot. We get Rosemary behind the concierge. Creepy as hell. You get her in one look over this shoulder and the other shoulder, and even more like demonic, evil looking, almost like, mouth gnashing Rosemary. Just, I love the way they're doing this because it's subtle, but really, this really stood out. What did you guys think of this?
This was very cool. I know Alisha was a big
love
fan
it.
of this.
It's always great to see Rosemary. Like, Rosemary has had my heart ever since she first appeared in TNA. When she walked out on that stage, my jaw dropped, and I'm like, I am in love. even the Courtney Rush persona, like, she's got my heart. She's amazing. She's so beautiful.
Well, that run was a lot of fun. I was there for that surprise, so I definitely popped for that one. That run was a blast. With
I miss her web series with Funny. Yeah, that was the Adventures of the Multiverse with Havoc and a whole bunch of other people. That shit was funny as hell.
I
always heard about it and I never watched it, and I feel like I really missed out. But
you can always go back and look. You can always go back and watch it. Like, I'd say it's timeless, and just all the different people that pop up in the different episodes. Like, it's great. It's definitely worth going back and taking a look at.
And I know that's another one that the TNA fans wish would come back to the family is the bunny, So we'll see. We've
I didn't like her when Maria first brought her in, but once she linked up with Rosemary, she grew on me.
Yeah. I mean, she definitely went through an evolution herself, didn't she? But yeah, so it definitely feels like Rosemary is going to interfere with this match somehow, either at Slammiversary or, afterwards. And it's all just to get revenge on Ash for what she did to Jessica Havoc. I don't I don't feel sorry for Ash. She's got a lot of stuff coming her way. We'll see. Should be fun. So, all right. Now on to I don't know if I missed anything else, but we're up to the contract signing here.
The main event segment of the night.
The main event segment. We've got Santino.
Oh, come on, Jacob.
If he didn't do it, I wouldn't be making flubs like this. That's still like etched in my memory.
It is. That's like your number one memory of Santino.
It's horrible. The wig, the skirt, the stuffed chest, everything. It's the eyelashes. We still don't. I don't think. You know what? I think the judge is still out on that one. Is that like a sister of his, or was it him and drag? I really don't know. I love Santana.
If that was his sister, maybe a little manscape, maybe a little Mad Cat product as well.
Something. Jeez. Hey, it's 2024. No judging here. Just saying.
Sure.
We got Santino Marella in the ring. How about that? Is that better? We got Josh Alessandro, Steve McLean, the king of TNA, Kazarian. That's Samaragan. We got Joe Henley and the Moose. And no Nick Nemeth.
But you got a video.
But we got Nick Nemeth
via satellite.
Via satellite. Wait, Dr. Gerbs, don't tell me you're not a fan of Nick Nemeth.
Never have been, never will be.
I had to put you on the spot. No, I know.
I just don't like him. It's hard to change. It's hard to change my mind once I don't like somebody.
Well, and he's been around a long time too. So if you've never been a fan of his for the amount of time that he's been on WWE television, it's hard.
He debuted this even heel face, I've never liked him.
I hear you. And that's fine. But so when he showed up via satellite with his update, you were kind of like, oh man, he's gonna be in there now.
We didn't even see that, and they didn't even show that at the tapings.
Okay, so you guys didn't see the video, but Santino did give the update saying he is gonna be there, which is interesting. So because Nick Nemeth was like, he made it real questionable, like hoping he could get cleared in the next few days, but not sure about it. Then all of a sudden, Santino's like, he's gonna be there. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like, he will be there. He's not here, but he'll be there.
All right. So I think there's a good chance he is gonna be there. I'm still a little iffy on it just because it was all done a little weird. But let's just say that there's enough free agents out there in the world of professional wrestling. We could get a couple surprises in the main event, and it wouldn't shock me. So, so all hell breaks loose. We get an appearance from First Class out here.
Yeah, we can't forget First Class.
Can I say God bless Rich Homie Swan? He holds. He gets the belts handed to him from AJ Francis, and Swan is just kind of like just reacting physically to like everything that AJ Francis is saying on the mic. Like all of a sudden, Rich Swan, he's got the titles on each shoulder going, he's so animated in this. It's absolutely hilarious.
I have a response to chat. It's like, Swag fan, Mayor, Courtney already knows. We go back and forth about this all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, so AJ Francis is claiming that he and his match are going to be the main event when he gets attacked by PCO, which is great. He takes out AJ Francis, he takes out Rich Swan, and then all hell breaks loose. Moose gives a big boot to Josh Alexander and Joe Hendry. Steve Macklin and Kaz are fighting. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on, and I think Moose at the end of this actually does stand tall. He ends up did he put someone through a table or something? I forget.
Ooh.
But it's a hot mess at the end here, which is appropriate for any contract signing because we all know how smooth contract signings go in the world of professional wrestling. What'd you guys think of this last segment, though?
Of course.
Contract signing, baby. You gotta love that. Like, if a contract signing goes to a point where it's just the contracts are signed, sealed, and delivered, that's you're not main eventing with that there, J-Bone.
No.
So we're in it for the hijinks, the shenanigans, and a complete mess as you get into probably the biggest show of the year. So good way to do it. Good way to get the main event. Because obviously, but yet you still have AJ Francis involved with the PCO angle, which is going to be another huge match on the card. And I think that's a perfect segue into talking about the card here, the final card for Slammiversary. Yes.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Mayor just fills in all the blanks. One of these days we're just going to have to bring him on and make him part of the show because, the old Borne.
That could be your future new world heavyweight champion, Joe Hendry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, considering how this show ended, it's like sometimes can foreshadow things.
And Joe's giving interviews pretty much confirming that plans have changed recently regarding him, which like we knew he was being teased, but the build seemed longer. But you become that viral, plans move up.
And it's sometimes you gotta do
a little
stuff.
Bit hard for my allegiances.
Yeah, I hear you. It's like you like certain ones, but you're not feeling it.
No, it's not that. It's both. Both. Yeah, Josh is one of the Madcat brethren, but Macklin is Jersey Mob. So,
wait, Jersey Mob? Did you say Jersey Mob?
Jersey Mob is my headcanon thing where everybody. Yeah. Jersey Mob is my headcanon thing. Everybody from Jersey, everybody from everywhere, every state has their own different mobs in the wrestling organization. So,
as far as like who you back, where they're from, and
state-wise and whatnot. So
I got you.
Jersey Mob in TNA has Tasha, Ace, and Macklin. I need to get Macklin's autograph to complete my Jersey Mob in TNA autographs.
There you go. You'll get there. You'll get there. I had the very choice meeting of getting to meet him when he was champ, and that was really cool. That was cool. That was a unique time,
Right.
The company was going through some different things.
I was happy as hell when he became champion.
World champ, yeah.
Too short of a reign, in my opinion.
Yeah, short but sweet, Short but sweet.
Indeed. I'm happy they put the title on him.
He's in a point in his career where it could happen many more times, though.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So
I'm happy he didn't follow Dion over to AEW.
Right. I almost thought I lost you guys. Okay. Let's go over this. They got the whole
card.
They got the whole card set up now on the website. Now it's all updated. So let's go over this. We start out with the countdown to Slammiversary, which looks like they've got 3 matches, which is par for the course. Let's start out with let's start out ladies first here. We got a 4-way knockouts match, but now this isn't for like a future #1 contenders. This is probably just for bragging rights, I guess you could say, at the pay-per-view. In fact, Let's do a little share screen-a-rooney here, shall we? Where are we? Here we go. You can see the visuals. They did show these really briefly during the show, but they showed them in the lower corner, and they didn't really talk about them much. So, but here we go. So we got Tasha Steelz versus Fabi Apache versus Giselle Shaw versus Zia Brookside. I tell you, I am excited for this one. Been a few years, and I discussed this with the chat on the live reaction. It's been about 2 years since Fabi Apache has been on a TNA stage, and she wrestled Diana Prazo, I believe it was. Champ versus champ, something like that. So, what do you guys think of this first match?
I'm digging it. Given some of the night, we know Giselle's been kind of getting the push, but Zia had that win tonight. And then obviously you got Fabi kind of coming out of the blue here. And you're wondering if that's something
honest,
maybe
I
with.
could say I'm not familiar with her, but it should be interesting.
She's one of the more legendary women in the world of AAA. She's been around a long time.
Yeah, you almost wonder. We keep talking about that AAA relationship, if it's there. What's because like we barely even seen Laredo Kid recently, and he was the only connection still.
News that I shared with J Bone earlier today. Crazy Steve is actually making his AAA debut on August 5th, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a month or two away. Yeah.
It's
very
crazy.
Cool. So yeah, it's there. It's just been more subtle. They've been focusing more on the WWE stuff, which is understandable. That's it's hard to it's hard to compete with that kind of hype. But yeah, this is exciting. This really could go anywhere. I think if anybody's got a leg up on this one, I'd give it to I'd give it to Tasha Steelz on this one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really feel it would help her get back in the title hunt. Anyone who wins this one is definitely going to be back in the title hunt. So,
I got to go Giselle on this one.
Okay. Picking any Dr. Gerbs?
Tasha?
Okay.
I got to go with Tasha, Jersey Mama all the way, baby.
There we go. The Jersey connection. There we go.
Know that.
A lot of love there. All right. We got KUSHIDA.
State. Everybody hates us.
That's all right. KUSHIDA versus Gresham. This is this isn't the first time they faced each other. What, a few weeks ago?
Yeah, it's the Ink versus the Mist.
Yes. Yeah. And KUSHIDA's been trying to one-up him for a while now. He's working on that concoction, I think. So yeah, I think this is definitely, you could call this the Mist versus the Ink here. Yeah. But what do you guys think? Who's going to come out on top at the end here?
I'd like to say KUSHIDA, but I feel the Gresham push is going to have him win here. Unless this is where we finally get Alex Shelley getting his revenge, and this is where the machine guns get involved. Maybe some shenanigans, but if it's no shenanigans, I'll go with Gresham.
Okay. I feel like Gresham.
I definitely.
Go ahead. No,
I'm gonna say Gresham as well. So because the feud hasn't really gone on for too long, and I think they could probably drag it out a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, it depends on where they want to go this. If they want to expand this whole thing of Gresham becoming a more dangerous foe because of his evil ways, you could even get to the point where he wins and transforms Kushida into something horrific. And then becomes, they become like a tag team. You got the Mist and the Ink together, and it would be just a whole, you want to talk about a transformation. Kushida's been this babyface good guy, Michael J. Fox cosplay for, Back to the Future for years. And to see Kushida do something different, I think would be really freaking cool. Almost like what, Leo Rush is doing in the indies right now. He's doing all sorts of the, Blackheart stuff. It's crazy. We'll see. Should be a good match nonetheless. Right. And we go to the Knockouts tag titles, the third one for the countdown to Slammiversary on the pre-show. We've got Spitfire versus they call them Militia, right? Masha and Alisha.
Militia, yeah.
Yeah, which I think is cool. I think Spitfire's got a good chance to win these back, which could, further, create a feud between Lish and Masha, which I think would be a lot of fun to do. But we'll see. You always try to think of where they're going to go next with this, which would, help with the finish. But yeah, I'd go with Spitfire in this one. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'd say probably Spitfire taking the titles back, and there being a split between Masha and all that, and then slowly dissolving the system and all that shit. I can see that happening, but we'll see.
Okay, Bill,
I'll stick with the Militia holding on. I think they hold on to it for a little bit longer.
Okay.
And then whatever, and we'll see what Zia plays in. I feel like Zia, if they do win, it would feel like she has to get involved, but it doesn't feel like that. But hey, now they don't got Lars. Lars isn't there to help them. So who knows? They might fall apart without Lars. So
yeah, maybe. We'll have to see. And maybe Masha and Lish get a third piece to their group.
Correct.
To kind of even the odds, and we get and that's one of the surprises. Who knows?
Yeah. Killer Kelly talking to chat.
Ooh. Yeah, are they done filming that movie yet? Come on.
Get cracking.
She's made a couple appearances in the indies since, I think. So she could be ready. They could have been just holding off until the pay-per-view. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. But yeah, let us know in the chat, what do you think? Who's winning these? Give us your thoughts. Next, we got Santana versus Jake something. I don't know. I'm excited for this just because I'm waiting for both to get a big push at some point. So I feel like whoever wins this one is definitely going to be going in the right direction. I know Jake's been trying for months since his comeback, and it feels like he's kind of spinning his wheels, but he's still doing well. He's still got, decent matches under his belt, but I feel like there's big things in the future for Mike.
I think the Joe Hendry match in Philadelphia got him this match. How he handled that, the crowd was super hot for that match. Treated him like the full-blown heel. He played into it. So a good opponent in the meantime. But this feels like a Mike Santana, because Mike Santana is going for the title at some point in the near future. So
yeah,
so
I see that.
This is a Mike Santana win here.
I'll say probably Santana, but I will have to hope for something. One of the brethren.
One of the Mad Cat brethren. I gotcha.
Something special.
All right. Something, right? He's something, all right. But yeah.
That's the name of the thing.
Oh, okay. Nice. And he definitely has the beard to take care of there.
Indeed.
All right. This feels like a grudge match if there was any. I don't see any stipulation here, but this one could get out of control pretty quick. And we're talking about Matt Hardy versus JDC. I feel like Matt's got to win this to get revenge. But then again, you know, if there was something weird going on with Rebby, I don't know. It's it does feel a little weird, but
don't overthink it, J-Bone. This feels like
I know.
This feels like a Matt Hardy win, but it's also more likely something with the rest of the system. And it's the setup because remember the Hardys will get their rematch probably in Florida. And that could be where the titles change hands. So if ABC doesn't come out, which we'll talk about in a moment, but yeah, it's got to be Matt Hardy here.
Okay.
As much as I want JDC to win, I like Matt, but I'm a bigger fan of Tango, but it's probably going to be Matt.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, don't be surprised at the end of this if JDC leaves broken. All right. So next we've got the Rascals with the full crew back together again. They got Wes Lee, you know, with Trey, Miguel, and Zachary Wentz, or Desmond Xavier, if you will, versus No Quarter Catch crew, which feels like this had to evolve into this. If you saw the NXT match of the Rascals versus Gallus, you'll get I think that was a nice sneak preview of this one.
I've only seen the clips.
Oh, well, okay. You still get a vibe.
I want to see the whole match, but I have the network. Yeah.
Okay. But what do you think about this match?
It's definitely interesting. I'm not familiar with No Quarter Catch crew because I don't follow NXT. But it's definitely an interesting match. Like the tapings were actually the first time I'd ever really seen them. Although I did know Dempsey was Regal's kid, and then the crowd was chanting that, though they seemed to edit that out.
Yeah, like you said earlier, it seemed like they did a lot of editing for this show.
Hope to meet you in person sometime. Actually catch you on like by like 2 minutes each fucking time.
I'm sure she'll be at a future one.
Yeah. So this feels like a Rascals win, but Charlie will not be pinned, and he'll come out of that looking like smelling like a rose. So,
you think so? Oh,
yeah.
Alisha says, "One day, bro, I'm elusive."
Elusive.
The elusive, Alisha.
Quick as a cat.
Yes. All right.
I don't have the network mirror.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, this definitely feels like a win for the Rascals. Could be dark horse match of the night. It really has that feel to it. Should be a lot of fun. All right, next we've got some TNA World Tag Team Championships on the line. The System with Alisha Edwards versus ABC. We got Chris Bay and Ace Austin, who have been absolutely on a roll lately. This one's tough, but what do you guys think?
Another match that tests my allegiances because it's Jersey Mob versus Mad Cat.
Well, there you go. A draw.
Mad Cat, Jersey Mob, Ace. So, yet again, I'm torn on this match.
That's all right.
Both these teams.
Both these guys.
Yeah, I'll say they won't lose the belts. The System, because I think they're going to lose it to the Hardys in Florida. So I will keep the belts. Now that could be a win for them, or they could get DQ'd, some kind of shenanigans. But yeah, I'll go with the champs, or at least retaining the belts.
Yeah,
would be interesting to see Gia go after Alisha.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, I like
see if
that.
she finally gets into her revolver character.
That'd be interesting. All right, we'll see. All right, next we got PCO going after the Digital Media Championship held by
TNA Francis.
Oh, TNA. Oh boy, I'm surprised they haven't put that on a shirt yet.
Right.
And he's also apparently the international heavyweight wrestling champion. So it looks like actually both belts are on the line.
They're both on the line.
Maybe they'll do a thing where AJ gets pinned and he only gives PCO one of the belts and not
maybe
both. Who knows? If Rich Homie Swan would run off with the other one.
Steve's still owed a rematch for that title.
But I have no doubt. I mean, has PCO held a title since he's resigned?
No,
I don't think so. He's been in some interesting rivalries, but
he has. Now, I feel like at least it might be very short term, but I think PCO's got to win the match or at least come out on top at the end. But I think there'll be some later shenanigans. But I got to go with PCO for all he invested in doing this show. So I'll give him
absolutely.
Yes. It's a PCO winning and then Steve making an appearance to call his shot for his rematch for that title, because he lost it, but he never got his rematch and he still owed a rematch clause.
Oh, okay. Or maybe Crazy Steve crashes this future wedding plans. Ooh.
That would be interesting.
We'll have to see. I think PCO. Yeah, I gotta agree. I think PCO takes this one. He's definitely earned it. He's been doing a ton of promotion up in Canada. So
right.
We'll see. Hell, the guy's even got his own pretzel and burger or something like that. Something like that.
Go.
X Division Championship on the line. Mike Bailey versus Mustafa Ali. This one's gotten crazy, especially in this last episode that we just watched. What say you?
And new.
Oh,
Speedball wins.
I love it. I love it. What say you, Dr.
Ali
Ford?
Ali almost went after my boy at the tapings because my boy screamed out "fuck you, Ali," and he heard it and I thought he was gonna go after him because he definitely heard it. It was entertaining. But I give it to Speedball.
I think Speedball's got this one. I've never seen him this fired up about the X Division title. This is a new Speedball, so I'm all on board for this. This is exciting. I like this. Knockouts Championship on the line. We talked a bit about this earlier. Certainly could be some shenanigans in the works here. Jordan Grace defending against Ash by Elegance. I think I really could see this going either way. I feel like Ash has been a decent opponent for her, but there's other people waiting in the wings like Rosemary. So I certainly could see Rosemary messing up this match. We'll see. What say you guys?
Yeah, Jordan's going to hold on. Probably whoever gets revealed as her next opponent, and that could be Rosemary, could be someone from WWE NXT, but they'll probably be the one that she may trade the belts with in the near future. But this feels like a Jordan win still.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'd love to see Natalya get a run in TNA. You know, even though she's like with WWE, she's TNA champion, goes through a few months. It's like if they're not going to do anything, why not? Why not? You know, it just helps with the relationship, in my opinion. You know, who knows? But yeah,
Main event time.
Main event time. That is right. Last but certainly not least, this is a mouthful. TNA World Championship on the line, 6-way elimination match. Excuse me. Josh Alexander, Frankie Kazarian, Nick Nemeth, Joe Hendry, and Steve Macklin versus Moose. I'm not going to assume anything with Bill's choice here, but I think I know what he's going to pick.
Well, I think there's only two choices in this match.
Ooh,
one is the champion defending,
okay,
and the other is Joe Hendry going over. Because it's either I think it was going to be a Bound for Glory where Joe took it from him, but because of everything going on, it could happen here. But if I still had to choose, and I do, I'm going with Moose retaining, somebody coming out and doing something that will play out probably on NXT TV with Joe Hendry over the next few months. And then still building the Bound for Glory. I don't think they'll pull the trigger on it. I think they thought about it. They might still be thinking about it, but I think in the end, Moose does retain. It's
kind of tough because there's a lot of hype here.
There's a lot of hype. They might do it, but I don't think it's one of those two guys. No, nobody else.
Because why not put a championship title on Joe Hendry and he can go back and forth between TNA and NXT? That'd be something.
But he'd have to run. You give the belt, though, he has to run roughshod at NXT. Think of the implications.
Yeah.
No, he can't lose at all. If he's your belt holder in NXT.
It depends on if it's a title match.
What, he's going to lose tag matches every other week?
True.
Well, no, but it depends. I mean, I trust Trips and Shawn Michaels that they're going to do good by whatever we're doing here, because I feel like so far it's been tit for tat. You've seen a little over here, you've seen a little over here. It hasn't been overly one side or the other, but and everyone's going to have their opinions as far as what's been going on, and that's fine. But I think there's room for a lot of different things here. There could be the sympathy vote for Nick Nemeth, like, oh man, he's got a partially torn labrum and he came out on top. Or, oh, the king of TNA is truly the king of TNA now. I mean, you never know. Honestly, if Kaz won, I think that'd be pretty dope, given his history with the company. But I don't know. It's going to be ugly, I think. These matches always are. But I think Joe Hendry takes it here, honestly. What's Dr. Gerbs?
I say Moose retains, and then they depending on how much more push comes towards, they're gonna try and drag it out till the next big meet, the one with the Hall of Fame. That I'm forgetting which one that is.
Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, certainly could be. Play stretch the story out. Might be. But what say you, chat? Drop your comments in there, whether you're watching live or on the replay. Let us know who you pick for I almost said this Sunday, for this Saturday's Slammiversary, and I got a feeling that this Sunday with the tapings is going to have a lot of hype too. Haven't heard any numbers on sales, but I got a feeling it's going to be darn good, because I think the surprises and the matches, excuse me, are going to be plenty to draw a crowd. So thank you, Bill, and thank you, Alisha. She couldn't stick around. She needs a new battery. And thank you, Dr. Gerbs, for bringing all the stuff about the Mad Cat beard care.
They can be found on both Facebook and Instagram. I'm not sure about TikTok. Okay. I don't know what goes on the Instagram, because I'm only on YouTube and Facebook. I don't mess with anything else. So,
all right. So yeah, if you're an Instagram person,
follow them on Facebook and Instagram, and check out the website, people.
Yeah, and type
code Advocate 15.
Advocate 15. Yes, it's Advocate without the E, and add a 15 for 15% off the website. So go check out all the products there. Thank you for all.
Be an advocate for the cat.
There you go. Thank you, Dr. Gerbs. Thank you, Bill. And thank you all for joining. We will see you post Slammiversary, and we'll talk about all the stuff that went down. The good, the bad, the ugly, anything. Oh, they even got fanny packs?
Yeah, not this particular design anymore, but yes, they do have fanny packs.
Man, if you
check out the site.
Go to I think I need me a fanny pack. All right. Thank you for joining, folks. We'll see you 2 nights away. Enjoy Slammiversary. I know we will. We'll see you there. Take care.
Night, everybody.